And welcome to episode number 22 of Common Chaos Live. I hope you all have a great morning or night, noon, whatever it is at your place. As you can see, I'm still busy with coffee number one for today, and still a little bit sleepy. As usual, in Common Chaos Live, we'll take a look at the comments that I'm receiving on this YouTube channel to answer questions people have that hopefully help you as well get the answers that you need. If you're still having questions that are not covered by answering the comments, just write them in the chat and I will answer them at the end after we address the few comments that we have. And yeah, that said, as usual, disclaimer applies. Everything that I share in this video / live stream, depending if you watch it now live or later, reflects my personal opinion and is no way financial or professional advice of any kind. You should always do your own research, consult certified professionals, draw your own conclusions, and make your own decisions. Now, with that said, as you know, we usually aim to have those streams in the 30-minute range. So therefore, I'm going to start it on a 15-minute range, different stream. Yeah, I'm going to start a timer and we'll take it from there. And magic button. There we go. Voila. Voila. Here we are. First comment. So on the Pi Network KYZ video that Irina published, I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, I'm still facing problem with KYC, sending screenshot attached. You cannot attach a screenshot to a comment on YouTube, so that doesn't work. In case if you still have KYZ issues, I mean, it's really simple. There are two things. First of all, if you cannot start KYZ, I'm going to copy the link. Yeah, so if you can start KYZ, watch also in Pi Network so that it's clear. Watch this. And other than that, if your if your KYZ application, so check the chat for the links to the videos that answer the question. If your KYZ application appears to be stuck, watch this. And for general update or general FAQ that should address everything related FAQ, check out this. So blah blah blah. Oh, that's on Phone. I'm not sure if you recall Phone. It's one of the projects where I got burned in quotes a little myself. It used to be called Phonium and used to have a token on the Ethereum blockchain. Then they switched it to a token on the Tron blockchain, which is less fees, blah, 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 and so on. Then they suddenly decided to just abandon the Phonium token and introduce an additional Phonium green token that everything should be focused on. And then just months later, they suddenly completely rebranded. And even phone.io should be the domain or not. Nope. Phone crypto, phone.dev, yeah. And even got rid of the old roadmap, making it look as if the project just started in 2023, when in fact the project is already much older. And basically keep making money from some, I'm not sure if they had in-app purchases or not, don't remember that, but keep making money from people watching ads and so on. And basically not delivering on what they promised, blah, 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 yeah. And so initially the project actually looked promising because they had their own coin. They actually made payouts, so you could withdraw the coin, you could trade it on 2 or 3 exchanges, and so on. And then eventually, with the switch to Phone, the one change from Phonium to Phonium Green, I could I didn't like it, but it was like okay and understandable to some extent why they did it. But then 6 months later to abandon that all again, and basically everyone that actually invested to buy Phonium Green or Phonium got burnt and lost a lot of money, or like a huge percentage because of that. Yeah, that was then the point where I personally decided, okay, that's it for me. Yeah, so comment, I looked into the new rebrand phone and wanted to do my due diligence. Your video popped up, so here I am. Yeah, I hope the video helped you, Mike, buy, pay, whatever. Yeah, personally, I mean, if you want to use the Phonium apps or phone apps, you can, of course, but I just would say do not ever invest any money into that project. And yeah, and based on my own experience, yeah, like what you get out of it, I mean, again, it's like one of the apps where you do something in the app, a few daily actions, and you can actually then cash it out. But we're talking about cents that you're earning here. So yeah, like, I mean, you can check it out, but personally, just I wouldn't invest any money considering the team's track record, which the switch to phone is one thing to say, oh, now we're going to have a new token, it's called phone and whatnot. And again, switching the blockchain from Tron to Solana in this case and blah, blah, and whatnot. Yeah. But what really is the shady part here is the wiping of your entire history. So like they created a website. So the website looks, the layout of the website, the structure of the website is the same as the old Phonium website that they removed by now. And basically they just like updated some buzzwords, rebranded their apps, and say, yeah, well, now you're fucked, you cannot use that. Yeah, next comment on the video that clearly answers if you and how, or if you can sell your pie. Can someone tell me if I can sell my pie? Yeah, like it baffles me. Like I know that in my videos sometimes I might forget to answer specific questions because I just don't think of them and so on. That's why we also have these live streams, because then those questions show up in the comments and I can address them here and so on. Or maybe if a question shows up again and again, I make another video about it. But it's literally, if I would make a tutorial, this is the perfect step-by-step tutorial that will show you how to change a light bulb. And then the comment is like, can somebody tell me how to change a light bulb? Like, I mean, seriously, watch the video. It's not like 5 hours long or so. It's providing insight and the answers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, key to success is asking about the unlocking. Okay. Hi, bro. How are you? I have been locked up for 3 years, and while I want to sell my PyCon, my current balance is not showing because of the lockup. Well, I have 4,600 PyCon. That's actually nice. And my whatever YC is not, KYZ is not being completed. The 8th step is pending. Please tell me any solution. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the videos that I just shared. The short answer there is just wait. It just takes time. Yeah, and actually, yeah, like just wait for the migration to happen. Yeah. My first migrated coins locked for 3 years, which is okay. I've removed lock status now, and I'm wondering what will happen on the future migration. It's not compulsory to lock? Yeah, exactly. So it's up to you. You can pick whatever setting you want for the first migration once it's locked in. However, so once you save the lockup setting, you cannot decrease it until the first migration happens. You could only increase it further. And then after the first migration, you can update your lockup setting again, and whatever you set then will apply for future migrations. And yeah, you don't have to lock up anything. It's just if you lock up, the more and the longer you lock it up, the more of a boost to your mining rate you will get. And that is like combined. So let's say whatever, you pick a 3-year lockup for 100% of your coins initially, and you get a 500% mining rate boost for that, and 1,000 coins migrate. Yeah. And so you have your 500% mining rate boost. Now, let's say the second migration happens. It's also 1,000 coins, but you already set your lockup to 0, which means it's a 0% boost, which means then as a result of that, after the second migration happens, you actually have a combined 500% plus 0% divided by 2, simplified, yeah? Which means you then only have a 250% boost anymore left, because you overall from your coins only had the first portion fully locked up and the second portion not at all. And if those portions are equal and so on, yeah, obviously those portions likely won't be equal and so on. So yeah, but it means your mining rate will be a little bit lower, but you will have your coins available instantly after the second migration happens, whenever that will be. And yeah, that's yeah. Pi Day prices KYC pending, while mobile number, Facebook, password, email also verified, but KYC slot not received yet. Please look into the issue. Yeah, if your KYC slot is not working, then your account has been flagged, as covered in the video that I shared in the chat. If you can start Pi KYC and what you have to do about it. Yeah. But my username and ID name different, KYZ, yes, no. I mean, your username is just a random name. It's a username. It could be for all everyone cares. You could be having the username Batman, or I don't know, Spider-Man, or whatever. The only thing that's important is that your name, so your first name, last name in the profile matches your ID. And yeah, like I know there will be a lot of users that get burned because of this, because they don't pay attention. So they sign up and then they don't notice that for the first 2 weeks, the app actually shows them, hey, click here to make sure your name and data is correct. And then after 2 weeks, that option disappears. So if 2 weeks, I mean, 2 weeks is a long time to make sure that your damn name is correct. Yeah. And if you then don't make sure it's correct, I'm not sure if the name change appeal still exists. I don't think it does. I think it was just a 2-time event for people that joined very, very early. And yeah, and then if your name is too different from what it's on your ID, you simply will not pass KYZ, which means if your name is too different, again, there might still be a name change appeal. I'm just not aware of it. Yeah, I also am not perfect. I don't know everything. I'm not like, I don't know, like all seeing and all knowing. And yeah, so if the name change appeal still exists, so actually the answer here would be, yeah, like for complicated issues where the answer potentially would be you have to create a new account or something like that. Also, first go to reddit.com/r/pi network and create a post there. Provide the details that are needed, not just I have an issue, help me, but like with details. And then somebody there can confirm, okay, well, you're fucked, you need a new account, or maybe they can point you and say, hey, there's still a name change appeal, go there and fill it out. Yeah. But yeah, if your real name would be, I don't know, like mine, Christian Rauchenwald, but in my Pi profile, I would have written Chris Rauche, yeah, then I would have a chance with the name change appeal, if it's still available, to still get verified. Although then KYC will take longer because the name change appeal isn't yet fully automated and whatnot, yeah, so your KYC will then be processed pretty much at the end. If I, however, enter my name as, I don't know, Max, whatever, and my passport says Christian Rauchenwald, well, then even KYC, even the name change appeal will not work because the names are too different, which makes it likely that I just bought the account from Max, whatever. Yeah, and that should obviously be prevented. So I know people are gonna rage. I lost all my coins because I don't or cannot pass KYC and blah 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 and whatnot. Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is one of the cases where. Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is one of the cases where like, yeah, like you didn't pay attention, or users that didn't pay attention, yeah, like that had 2 weeks of time to make sure their name is correct, that didn't bother to read any of the things the app shows them and were just focused on pushing a button, yeah, without getting even the slightest tiniest bit involved into the project and what they have to do. And it's then their own fault. It sucks for them. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, like, so there are cases where assuming the name change appeal is not available anymore, which in my opinion it is not available anymore, but again, check on reddit.com if your name is different from your ID, reddit.com/r/pi network, and post there and see if like some of the moderators there can point you in a direction that might still help you. But in my opinion, the solution then is basically to log out, create a new account. Yes, you might need a different phone number to create a new account if you use the phone number to sign up, or you can use your Facebook account or whatever, yeah. And then ideally report the old account if you have an option to do that. So, and with the clarification, fake or duplicate account or whatever, so that your new account doesn't automatically get flagged and you have to go through the form submission and approval process for KYC as well. But yeah. Yeah, and that's actually it for today in terms of comments. So we're already at the end of the list. So 8 comments today, most as usual about Pi Network. Yeah, I am. Don't forget today, later in the day at 3:30 p.m. I think it's 3:30 p.m. I'm gonna check. No, 3:30 p.m. is. I might have an overlap. Oh no, 3:30 p.m. I have my daily market mastery stream on my Popular Investors channel. If you look into investing, trading, and how to pick the right stocks and project or determine where they are going to move in the future, most likely, not guaranteed. And then at when's that? Yeah, May 3rd. Very useful information. Thank you very much. Let's check there. So today at 5 p.m. we have our second episode of Scam or Slam, where I'm going to today look at Element Data, which is a project that supports or like offers you cryptocurrency for using or sharing your air quality data from your Aware Element. And we're going to look at it, if it's worth it, if you should do it, or like if you better should stay away from it, and what alternatives there would be. It's actually a project created by one of our community members, so going to be interesting to cover that. And yeah, so yeah, last but not least, Kezan, I cannot pronounce your last name. Sorry for that. Good morning. It's 1 a.m. here, but thought I'd say hi since this is the first of these. I made it through. Thank you very much for stopping by. If it's 1 a.m. here, like you're somewhere in the US or not, like maybe I'm mistaken. I'm super bad with time zones. And yeah, one of the reasons why we moved them to the early morning was actually to make sure that it's more suitable for more people around the globe. Yeah. So although early morning streams are really a challenge. So I just got up like an hour ago. So yeah, it's like takes a moment to or some time to enjoy the first coffee and actually wake up. Mm. Yeah. So, but as I said, we have uh, daily market mastery at 3:30 p.m. on my popular investors channel, which you can find the link to on the main channel if you just scroll down. And then we have the Scammer Slam episode at 5 p.m. GMT +2, which then should be in the morning for Kazan, so in 9 hours from now, actually, so 10 in the morning. And yeah, there's not going to be a stream on my Twitch channel. Yeah, you too, Kazan. Have a great day, like really, or have a good night and then have a great day. Yeah. And there's not going to be a stream on my Twitch channel tonight because we're going to an English Stammtisch, so like a group of German people that meets on purpose to have a chance to speak English. And they have great Cubano sandwiches there, so we are going for the sandwiches since we're anyway speaking English most of the time. But yeah, and so then that's it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you were able to get some answers from this live stream. And don't forget to tune in later for the Scammer Slam episode, or if you are interested in investing, also for my daily market mastery. So till then, have a great time. Bye bye.